Shit was corny as fuck. Let's get right to the video. What's good, y'all boys? How y'all boys been? How y'all boys living? All I have to say is, hope you're having a blessed day. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Hope you're having a wonderful year. You know what I'm saying? The year about to end, 2025, and we about to, you know what I'm saying, make our way in life. But it's all right. It's part of life. And you might not see my hair like this no more. This shit look ugly. I look like a bum. I'm sick tired of this haircut. I'm keeping it above with you. This shit nasty. Hey, y'all boys see this? That shit look disgusting. But go to the video. The video we're finna react today is some shit I caught on my For You page, and I said I'm gonna react to it. Bro. This shit showing the center of the earth. It took 8 days, and I lost 10 pounds, kilos. This is what we're reacting today.
Historic discovery. We are going to spend 8 days in total darkness to explore the exact depth of Krubera Cave, which scientists consider to be the deepest cave in the world. We are even hoping to discover new animal species that have been isolated in this subterranean world for millions of years. During this expedition, we are going to cover a distance of almost 5 kilometers, and every one of us will lose 10 kilograms on average.
Curiosity brought me here, but it is too risky. Let's descend to the deepest point of the world's deepest cave.
The explored part of Krubera is 2,199 meters deep, but its true depth is still
Negative 7,280 feet. What the f? That's a lot of. That's deep. That is deep.
a mystery. The last update to its map was over a decade ago.
That's deep. That's deep.
Now I'm going to secure myself.
That's deep. That is deep.
Put this jar here. Yeah, secured again.
That's deep if you think about it.
New station's rope for my stopping center to descend further. And good to go.
That's super deep.
Securing point.
The only thing I hate about this, this is a 37-minute video. This can be crazy work, crazy. 37-minute video, crazy work. The only thing I hate about this, bro, you going inside a cave that you have no, like, I think they give you maps. They give you direction and maps. You have no type of direction or nothing. I'm playing the video, I'm just gonna mute it. Directions going down, you got no directions going down just because, nigga, that's a waterfall. Sometimes I forget caves are like back then it was caves. They had built up pressure and water.
Accepting that this expedition could literally cost me my life. For over 20 years, Crimean Federal University lecturer Gennady Samokin has worked on this cave.
The hardest part is always the entrance part.
I've been training for over a year to join this expedition and document it. During these shoots, I'll come face to face with life-threatening situations on 4 separate occasions.
Time to connect to this station. I'm gonna secure myself first. Now I'm connected to 2 securing points. Any mistake can be fatal. That's why we use 3 securing points.
Deep, slippery wells, tight squeezes, siphons where there is no air, and freezing temperatures. That's what we're about to face.
It's time to take this off and then this off. Now we are gonna descend. Hello, Krubera. Pitch
That's
darkness.
deep.
Free!
These hooks and ropes you see are from previous expeditions. For more than 60 years, speleologists from around the world have come to Krubera, with no one yet measuring the exact depth of the cave. There's a real danger of rockfalls and sudden floods.
Be careful with the rocks here.
They be trying to hit
Even
you.
the most expert
I hate YouTube. Stop trying to hit me with an ad, please. Stop. Stop trying to hit me with an ad, please. Stop. Stop it, bro. Y'all be charging a nigga $10 and some change for an ad, and I still pay for it. And I still get hit with ads. Make it make sense. Charge a nigga $10 and some change. I pay for it.
have
Still get
lost
hit
their
with ads.
lives here for these reasons.
Okay.
With With the help of NVIDIA Studio and GeForce RTX GPU,
So you telling me they
we brought the
measured
first ever
it? They
detailed 3D map of
measured
Kubera Cave
this.
to life. More on
They
them later,
measured
but on
this.
this map, you can see 5 main camps at different depths of the cave where we'll sleep.
The camps are set up in a way that they are only 8-hour moving distance far from each other. We move 8 hours a day, then rest.
Just because we're descending one after the other doesn't mean it's only us. We're actually a team of 2 groups, 11 people in total. And right at the beginning, I started to tangle myself. Because of confusion, I forgot to put my stop descender on and carelessly unlocked my most vital securing point. Now I'm relying on the Jumar, the weakest securing point. It works fine as long as I stay upright, but if I squat a bit too much, it fails.
I forgot one thing.
I need to adapt quickly if I want to make it out alive.
I'm gonna put my securing point because I forgot to put the sander.
Wait.
Alright.
When you're on the rope, it's just you and the rope. You're all alone. Nobody can see the mistakes you could make and really help you.
Oh, that's crazy.
Whoa.
Do you know he's scared? He paused like 3 times already in the 4 minute in the video. You know he's scared when that boy breathing. My God. Hey, bro. It made you sign a waiver saying if you die, you die, nigga. We can't do it about it. You sign your waiver away. All the money you had going to a trust fund, all that going to your family, my nigga. Whoever family you had left. It's going away. Bye-bye. What you want, like, yo. Don't, why you put yourself in a position that you have a 50-50 chance of dying. 50% live, 50% chance. It's not like a 90-20, my nigga. It's a 50-50.
Put it back on.
Why you putting the harness back on his foot?
If I fall from here,
Not harness.
I don't think I'm gonna be
Them
alive.
niggas descending fast.
The
He's still up
average
there.
speed of moving through the cave is 100 meters per hour. Our ascending speed and descending speed are the same. We also
They go
carry our
back up,
bags
though.
with us in the cave.
How they
The
go back
temperature
up?
is only 3 degrees Celsius, so being here is not different from being inside of a giant fridge.
Hey man.
So it's
How
cold
are
as
you?
shit. Gotcha.
You feel cold already? Oh, yep.
There.
You okay?
This is where a sheep met its tragic end, falling from the lush valley above down hundreds of meters into the darkness below.
The sheep is under the soil. They covered it because they wanted to prevent the smell.
Now we are about to get through a tight squeeze. As its name suggests, you have to make yourself as small as possible and crawl inside.
I'm claustrophobic. I couldn't do that. I couldn't.
Oh my God. How will I do this? I have to go sideways like this.
Kubera Cave is in the Arabica Massif of South Caucasus, 15 kilometers away from Black Sea.
Black Sea.
Arabica is one of the largest and highest limestone formations in the mountains, providing an ideal environment for the development of such an immense cave.
Really?
The cave was formed and carved by underground streams and rain, creating both massive, steep wells as well as narrow, long tunnels.
Make myself smaller.
Scientists believe Kubera is 5 million years old and it continues to be shaped even today.
No shit, Sherlock. All the earthquakes, all the water, the shit just keeps shifting. Because at some point it was all closed. Or it was probably a big behind gap and he closed in because all the, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Just because you are a nature person, don't come here to a place like this, especially to Kubera Cave, where
Especially to see what
birds welcomes you with its narrow meanders.
Do you see the marks on the side walls? At this point in the cave, the passage was so narrow that they had to use tools to break the rocks and widen it. When we pass through narrow
were stuck.
passages, small particles fill the air and make it hard to breathe as they get into our mouths. Also, our legs get cramps quickly from working the same muscle group.
They was stuck. They was stuck at some point. They was all stuck at some point.
It's better if we go slow.
Oh, alright. Here you can see the wire.
This wire goes for 2,000 meters
Yes.
and allows the phone to work.
So they just dropped a 1,000 meters down.
It was
'Cause at
likely
first they
damaged
said-
by a recent flood. We're completely cut off from the outside world for the next 8 days.
They said it was 7,200, 108 feet. If I'm correct, 0 feet. So basically, they got down. So if I'm correct, they basically just dropped 1,000 feet, and they're not even fully down yet. They're not even fully down. That's crazy. That's crazy. You learn something new every day.
The two possible ways here.
Yes.
There is an arrow on the wall.
I think I'm funny.
that shows
Bro, I think I got ingrown hair as well. My shit, bro. When it was growing at first, it wasn't rough. But I told myself I'm gonna let it grow out.
I'll take the arrow. Oh.
Very nervous, man.
I'm scared. He might think you might get stuck.
Is useful for the transport bags, so you don't have to carry the weight.
You can't be too skinny. And you can't be too thick.
You move it like this.
No, you can't be too fat or thick. Skinny and thick. You can't be too skinny to the point because you're going down 8 feet and you're not eating a lot. You can still do stuff if you're too skinny. You can still, oh my God, fail. You starving yourself. You can't be too thick to the point it's like you can't be too fat or thick to the point like you can't squeeze through stuff. So you gotta be the right estimate of height. Look at them boys. I wonder how they got back up there. That's the question. So you put this stuff down, you climb it down, climb down. So I'm assuming they took the rope right there. They go backwards with the rope, go climb back up. That's a lot of upper body strength. They gonna climb back up after 8 days.
I took the film, so it's easier.
What happened to Kale?
A painkiller.
It has been a long way. We're about to arrive at the first camp.
If you see, this is the big well, 105 meters.
Oh no, I would've. You would have me do one of those
Thinking
right there,
about
boy.
ascending
Breathe
2
in.
kilometers back to the surface makes me feel overwhelmed already. The rope fibers got stuck in the stop descender mechanism. If I couldn't get them out, I would have to leave the stop descender here, and I wouldn't be able to go down any further. I would have to quit and climb back up. This panic caused me to tangle my rope and my bag's rope.
Free.
You need about 70% of this well.
Which is like how many meters?
80 meters, I guess.
This place is really scary now.
My headlamp does not even lighten up beyond my shoes. All I can see is endless pitch darkness, which makes me a bit uneasy. At least it helps me stay focused on what's right in front of me.
So straight, man, you saw this about straight water and fishes down here.
Yeah, I can do this.
Scared. There's another whole language too. It's not even his real voice.
It shocks the rope.
Intense shock loads on the ropes from sudden falls like these can break the rope because of the high tension. It can also seriously damage my spine.
But it doesn't go very smooth.
So, welcome to the bottom of the well.
All right.
While we were descending into a huge well and filming everything, the first group created a gap between us.
Wait, I don't know what's in here.
But I don't fit here. I'm too large.
Look at all the rocks. I think they dropped from the ceiling. If you camp here, one of these rocks can fall on us. There's a sign here.
Yes, it says don't put your mess in here, take your mess to the surface. The mess means, well, before there were flashlights, people used carbide lamps. Waste from all the era lamps.
Being the center of interest of speleologists, Krubera has intrigued some daring scientists since the early 20th century. After just 10 hours in the cave, our eyes are bloodshot and our faces are covered with mud. My clothes cling to me, soaked with sweat. We managed to descend another 150 meters more and finally made it to our first camp. We're currently at minus 350 meters from the surface after a solid 12-hour descent, while some of the experienced cavers in the team went straight to camp minus 700.
Hurry up, crawl. Where could I put this?
Hang it over there.
Got it. Like drying them off in the sun, huh?
Yeah.
Gennady is very optimistic about the possibility of discovering a new animal species at the bottom of the cave. I can't stop wondering what we will discover.
My boot's on fire.
Is that your boot? Take this one. We should put the kettle on.
Let's warm up the tent first.
Then dry our socks.
And that boy got auto log for each conversation they're having right now. And I don't care about each one of them. That boy got money.
Really cold, especially when we sit down, we can feel more cold from the ground. Change our clothes and we will drink this soup, eat some pasta, and sleep, hopefully not get frozen. Кавказская кухня.
The most important things are food and fuel for heating, of course. Speleologists spend the maximum amount of calories, up to 8,000 kilocalories a day. It's impossible to fulfill the calories. That's why I say nutrition is very important.
Everything I wore has gotten wet, and I need it dry by the morning. We have sleeping bags that keep us warm down to minus 10 degrees Celsius.
Good morning, everybody. I just woke up and I'm freezing. I completely lost my sense of time.
After a sunless morning in Krubera, we shake off our weariness. He's sipping the fresh water that the cave offers.
That is piss water. That is piss water. So many niggas probably pissed in that shit. Someone took it back. They probably be drinking piss water, my nigga. You will never catch me drinking anything that's in a dungeon that is piss water. If niggas came down there before, they might have peed in the water, said. I can't pee in the water. Pee in the water. You drunk some pee water, my nigga. You're nasty. You drunk piss water.
Everybody gears up for the descent.
How are you feeling?
Better than yesterday. I'm feeling a little more combative.
I'm gonna put on my
Dialogue was
thermal
crazy.
underwear, then wear this costume, wear my boots, my waterproof gloves, my helmet. This is my harness.
My muscles hurt, but I'll try to be quicker today. Our goal is to reach the camp at minus 700 meters as quickly as possible to meet up with the team that went ahead.
It was
and
at,
then push
I think
forward
they
to
at
camp
1,000
minus
feet now. They at
1400. No time
1,000.
to waste.
They at 450 now
everybody.
feet. Okay.
You look like Terminators.
These had a shit when they had a feet right here and they just kept minus in the feet.
Then another big well, 150.
Dead end. So I'm assuming they found it was a dead end right here. Then they went back up. Oh, way down here. If it was this big for real, like imagine the cave was this big, how they putting it, but realistic is a bunch of rocks and shit. I'm assuming because they said they came to the first campsite. This was the first campsite, I'm assuming. Or that was the 400, the one that knew.
Down and up and horizontal like tunnels again.
And then?
After that, the last well is 30 meters. Then we like go a little bit more and find the camp.
I also asked him if we could catch up with the first group.
It will take like about 2.5 hours to get, maybe like less, but I don't know when they will move out.
Right.
They think we are slow and they want to wait as much as possible.
That's the passage we have to go?
Yes.
If you're gonna pee, you have to take all this gear off, which will take any person about 30 minutes. If you are in a hurry, you might pee on yourself. Sometimes it's a better idea to do so. Free? Let that go, which pulls me down. It's not like Earth, it's like an alien planet. No life here. Bye-bye. Bye, Ruhi. Alright, good luck. Yeah, you too. Yeah. Wonderful.
We're completely cut off from the outside world and on our own down here. The camp on the surface has no way of knowing directly if anything goes wrong, so we have to be extra careful.
Look, there's water here. They gathered the water from here to the camp.
We've been descending for about 6 hours today. We're all pretty white.
The rope is wet.
From now on, all ropes are wet, and the descender's mechanism doesn't slide easily on wet ropes, causing risky shock loads each time.
Breathe. Another tunnel, huh?
He is shaking from the cold. I asked for another break.
You
Like he
have to
got
rest,
pissed
but
on.
You cannot rest long enough
Let's
to
go
start
fish.
creating. Sometimes you
They found
kinda
Germany.
sit, you turn your light off, you close your eyes and try to rest and falling asleep. And this is the worst.
Bro, look at my shit, man. At first I had a, you know what I'm saying? The barber fucked my shit up, so it's going. See, it's going, like, it's not showing no more. It's going. If you go on. And now I got this plant on my head. And y'all niggas got any tip how to get, like, I wanna get some scissors and cut this part. Cut the part that's stopping me from spreading out. Cut it. Cause I'm gonna lose this type of inch on each one. You see this? I'm gonna lose this, but again, lose this inch and they're gonna puff out. Then I could do this and I have to go back to being. It's piss bottle, boy. I think that's gas. Yeah.
Hello, dear friends. We hope everybody is alive and well. We hope you haven't lost your team spirit. We believe that you will succeed and you will be able to find something beautiful for this underground world. We look forward to seeing you soon. With our love, your friends.
There's nothing like a cold cave shower under a waterfall to wash off the mud, sweat, and exhaustion after days of exploring.
Okay,
The
shower.
water's not that cold. You feel warmer if you get used to it.
All right.
After a
He's
rough
shaking.
sleep, some are stretching their tired muscles, others are putting on their gear. Everyone is getting ready to dive further into the depths of Krubera. His knee pads are torn. He will stitch up new ones.
It's just cold. Cold and wet. I tried to dry all my clothes yesterday, but I forgot these blue gloves. They're still wet. Actually, preparation process takes about 1 or 2 hours, and climbing down will take about like 8 to 9 hours.
Today we are planning to descend 700 meters more and arrive at camp minus 1400.
In places like this, you move one hand behind you and one hand ahead of you. Yeah.
That is the very reason why we packed light and made sure our bags are slim and long.
Balls. Slim and long. They got a slim reaper.
Oh.
That's cool. Hey, what are you doing?
Everybody, let's keep going. This is the right way.
When moving in the dark, the light from headlamps can sometimes block the other's view.
But bend your goddamn headlight down. I can't see anything.
That's enough. I hate this camera.
While I was waiting to descend, my headlamp battery ran out.
Oh, my battery's finished. There's no light.
Luckily, I had spare batteries in my pocket.
At the very bottom of the cave, we did a topographic survey, and we recorded everything with the camera.
As we go deeper into Krubera, I wonder how the animals have evolved here in the darkness. So far, I haven't crossed with any creature. But it makes me think where there's water, there's a chance for life.
If there's water, yeah, 100%, there's a chance of life. Them chance of life are starving, my nigga. What's down there gonna eat you alive? How they, of course, they evolved in the darkness. All they see is darkness. Yeah, like you finna see a gigantic fish or some shit. That'd be crazy though. That them caves, like imagine them caves, right? Or earth, the earthquake just like them caves. What them caves? I believe me personally, them caves right there with the holes and stuff. They could become sinkholes if you think about it. Cause they got water flowing through them. It gets to a point where the water and the water and dirt get mixed up together, turn into mud. So the dirt and mud, they rocks are going like they doing just like this, crashing against each other, breaking down. Then it gets to the point when they turn to a sink, they're gonna turn to a sinkhole. I believe they're gonna turn to a sinkhole. The caves we got around the world, most of them probably gonna turn to sinkholes after a while.
Caves so red now.
Your biological clock is always off. Without clock, automatically switch to 40 hours a day.
40-hour daytime.
Yes, so they like awake for 20 something and sleeping for 16 like something.
We've reached the halfway point of Krubera Cave, but we still need to descend another 200 meters to get to the next camp. The cold, tiredness, and being always under artificial light are starting to affect my performance and leading me to make fatal mistakes. At this point, when I was 50 meters above the rocky ground, I accidentally unlocked my last securing point and realized I had to hang solely by the strength of my muscles.
I forgot putting my descender on.
Every second, my muscles are getting tired. If I fail to lock my carabiner and fall, I will certainly lose my life. The way I attach the carabiner is extremely risky, and it could open at any time. I also got my glove jammed.
Right. It's not looking good.
First, I be laughing like, really, bro? Like, really? Just come out there.
Right. It requires full dedication.
He making
One
face.
small mistake.
He's tired, body tired. His muscles are tired. He like this. That's what's going on. He's making mental mistakes because it's cold. It's like say if it's like I'm gonna say like this, like back in like the Viking, like I'm gonna say like back in what Stone Age, whatever they call it before Christ. That's what they call it before Christ, BC or something, before Christ and all that. Imagine them boys when it was winter, hunting. They tired mentally, going every day to hunt. That's what he doing. His muscles are tired. He's not getting proper sleep because they getting a certain amount of sleep and then they waking back up. Cause their body's trying to adjust to the darkness. So his body's used to waking up. It's sun. When he's going to sleep, it's dark. So when he wakes up, and see darkness. His body thinking, I didn't get enough rest. But what his brain going to his whatever to his body part saying, I'm not getting enough rest. Let me go back to sleep. When he see dark, he like, damn, it's not. I know it's not. It's his brain saying, I just went to sleep. I went to sleep, but it's dark. And I'm assuming it's gonna be when I get back up, it's gonna be light. His body and his brain trying to adjust to the darkness, being dark 24/7. His body once his body adjusts to the darkness, he's not gonna feel weak, fatigue, and all that other crazy shit. Cause like it's like adjusting, like being dark. It's like being in a dark cave. Like it's like being in something. It's like being in a house with no lights on. And don't go outside and it's dark every fucking day, right? And then you gonna wake up, I'm tired. Why is I'm tired? Because your body not adjusted to the dark. Once you get adjusted to the dark and you wake up, you go to sleep dark, and you wake up dark, your body like, okay, this is normal. I got enough rest and enough sleep. My body, I'm not tired.
Just
It's
a couple
dark.
of minutes later, I almost unlocked my last securing point for the second time. I opened the carabiner. Fortunately, I realized my mistake.
That's not good. Another mistake. I need to put my sander first.
My eyes feel heavy in constant darkness, and my brain feels like it's collapsing under the weight of fatigue.
It is. You fatigue, nigga.
It's really tough. It's not easy as it looks.
Welcome. At last, we've got our feet on solid ground. One of the speleologists gives us a brief on what to expect on the remaining route. He's curious if I could take it because of the mistakes I made one after another.
Sorry guys, there are some siphons there. Wait for us here.
Just a few hundred meters below, there are underwater currents that block the way. Siphons are basically passages that are flooded
Water
with
and
underground
mud.
rivers.
Well,
When I say
everybody,
water
let's
and
go and
mud,
take a dip.
those caves gonna turn into sinkholes.
There are dozens of them along our path, and a single wrong move could leave us trapped, out of breath, and facing the terrifying risk of drowning. To help you better understand the challenging conditions in Krubera, we created 3D models of siphon explorations and the map. Blender, as with most 3D softwares, is powered by NVIDIA Studio and GeForce RTX, so we work directly in full detail with.
Baby, we understand you trying to get paid, baby, but I'm not sponsored by them. But so no, I'm not sponsored by them, so dang it, shorty. They'll get a kid, bring him out of water. Get a kid, bring him out of water. Good thing they was in the cave when it was.
Creating these
Thing was
animations took us 2 weeks, but the advanced technology we used significantly sped up our workflow and helped us to save hours. This caver, as you can see, has attached rocks to himself to prevent floating upwards and striking his body on the ceiling. He could also be swept away by the water flow and get lost in one of the upward leading passages and lose his life. Some of the siphons, like this one, have no air pockets, which means these passages are completely filled with water. Passing through them can take several minutes depending on their length and difficulty. If you can't follow the rope in the siphons and miss it, you can enter the wrong tunnel and you can drown. If your clothes get caught on a sharp stone and you can't get it out in a panic, you can drown. Even if you do everything right, you can still drown if you can't hold your breath long enough.
You gonna drown? Get our bubble, he fucked. Get out, get out, get out. Move, 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 move.
We made it back to the camp at -700 after a 6-hour exhausting climb. I was starting to lose focus from the cold and exhaustion, so the speleologist didn't think it was safe for me to keep going and asked me to wait for them back at camp. Thankfully, there's enough water and snacks here to keep us going.
I would have rushed them. I would have did this.
Oh, these are the mats, huh? Bingo.
The sudden and powerful flooding at camp -1640 lifted the leftover mats off the ground, leaving them stuck high above.
That's crazy.
It looks like this place was totally submerged.
We didn't know it at the time, but while we were in the cave with no connection with the surface camp, it started raining, which means a real risk of flooding. The footage you're seeing now is from a few years ago. As you can see, people barely made out. Similar floods could destroy our camps and the passages.
Everybody got so wet. Look how we dry ourselves off. It's a good idea.
After a wet and chilly night in the cave, the
They need a
speleologists
bigger
are
one,
preparing their
but they
gear
had to
for
eat a
the big
smaller one,
days
so-
ahead. They will measure the exact depth of the cave and might even discover new animal species unknown to mankind.
-1,600.
Yeah, that nigga wanted, and he wanted to meet new animal species, my guy. You gonna meet them? They gonna sing your way out to Jesus. As soon as you meet him, as soon as you look at him, well, y'all gonna be dead. No, nigga, your whole. I ain't trying to meet no type of animal species, cause you won't. Why you think them niggas trying to get off Earth, bro? It's not because we're destroying the planet. It's simple mathematics, bro. Simple scientists. The reason why they not, because at first, I know a couple years ago, they try to go in the water, find deeper shit. The more shit you seen, the more shit, we discover more animals, we discover more creatures. The more shit, they seen some shit in that water and said, that's not it. They said, let's make a planet off the fucking planet. Even though we're destroying the planet, let's get off this planet. Because something in that water, they seen like, that's not it. Because think about, look at the reaction. Look at the reaction. You want to meet new creatures, they ain't trying to meet you. They're going to see, they're going to see 11 niggas on 2 separate groups. That's food. That's the most food I got in
incredibly slowly,
that's more
typically
food
less than
than I
10
got in my
centimeters
lifetime.
in 1,000 years. They form when water drips down and calcium carbonate deposits build up over time.
Is there any space for me there?
Yeah.
The team is extra careful to avoid damaging them.
This looks so dangerous.
They also became both physically and mentally exhausted.
It is too low. It needs to be higher. We will hang out more laundry.
Finally, they made it to camp -1960, which is the last and the most uncomfortable camp due to its limited space.
Is it okay if I pee on you?
The team was unable to even stand up properly the entire time they were
That's dialogue gotta be wrong. It's okay if I pee on you.
in this small gallery.
What?
The camp is minus 1,960 meters down. It's one of the deepest camps in the world. Some of us are soaked entirely, and we all have bruised eyes. Some went down to minus 2,080 already. The camp, of course, is not very comfortable here. The flood constantly washes away all the mats. As for the two captains' siphon, it starts about 200 meters down from here.
After days of relentless effort, the team has finally reached the deepest point in Krubera that humankind has ever explored. Gennady and his teammate are now working to precisely map Krubera's depth. Measuring the deep underground is much more challenging than measuring the surface, as GPS signals are useless. A laser rangefinder is used, which is capable of calculating indirect heights and distances between 2 points. He is proceeding to the outermost edge for the exact calculation. The device has a special compass board and is used with a plastic battery instead of a regular one to reduce magnetic errors.
Not on our left, not on our right. Where to go?
There is no other way.
What?
There is no other way.
I understand.
He has to get wet for this calculation.
Okay.
Once they exit the cave, they will make the total calculation and issue an official statement regarding the cave's actual height. They are near the two captains' siphons, the deepest siphon in the world.
I'm assuming
This
he
is the
found more
endpoint.
ground.
They're preparing the gas tanks to dive into the deepest point of the cave, equipped with a precision measurement device to record the cave's depth. Gennady also carries numerous bait traps. He hopes to discover a new animal species yet unknown to mankind.
We have to be careful here. Let's see the results. Let's see if anything lives down there.
Now the team is getting inside the siphon's deep, cold, and murky waters. They have already marked some parts of the two captains' siphon during their previous expeditions, but they have had difficulty discovering it entirely. There are sections that have remained a mystery, but now their secrets are about to be unveiled. He tied a few bait trap bottles to the rope so as not to lose them. On their way back, they didn't notice it, but the camera captured it. A small, completely transparent animal was lurking in the water. Then another animal showed up, but that also went unnoticed. What is this? These animals are blind due to the absence of light. Fortunately, the team managed to capture an exceptionally unique animal in the trap. They also encountered another highly
The animals are blind, deception, and like, stop making assumptions, nigga. I guarantee you, them niggas can see perfectly fine. Their eyes are adjusted to the darkness, so they can see perfectly in the darkness. So I'm assuming like this, like, I can see, nigga. I can see in the light. It's like when it get dark outside and there's no lights and no lights and you see people, they could see. They could see darkness. Their eyes, they could see. They just not. Their eyes not adjusted to light. They're not blind, nigga.
distinct-looking animal purely by chance. The footage you're seeing has never been captured before.
There it is. There is the fish. Let's not lose it.
Wow, what is this?
Let's get this one right away.
If these animals are unique to this cave and have never been spotted before, these findings will be added to the precious library of human knowledge, a significant step for mankind. We have documented them on video. Most of these creatures are transparent as they have evolved in total darkness. But the other creature they pulled from the trap is not a new discovery. It was identified in 2013 and it only lives in Krubera Cave. Its name is Gammarus kruberian.
Amazing news. I'm just in shock. I'm realizing
What is
that
a
we live in
shrimp?
a beautiful world.
That's a, you can tell what that is, bro. You can tell what that is, bro. I'm looking like a dumbass. Like, you can tell what that is, bro. You can tell. You know, you can tell what that is, bro. Come on. We're not gonna act dumb. It's part of the sea. You know what a seahorse is? quote unquote seahorses and fishes, they're a part of that family tree, bro. They're part of the family tree of seahorses, bro. That's just close to a seahorse, my nigga. Acting like you found a new shit. Oh, we found a new discovery. You look
Depth
at that,
measurements
like a
of
mini,
the two
like a
captains'
mini size
siphon
seahorse.
and consequently the
Y'all never
cave
got
have
the chance
also
to
been
develop to a
collected. Could this
bigger
discovery
fish.
confirm Krubera as the Earth's deepest known cave and lead to its inclusion in
Honestly,
geography
they found
textbooks?
discoveries
Now
wrong,
it's time
nigga.
to ascend to uncover the truth about Krubera Cave.
Oh my god.
How long do you think we will wait them?
You must have the slimmest ass cheeks ever.
We had already put our
Slim
caving
through
suits
that.
back on at the time they had predicted they would arrive and patiently waited for them.
Yeah, I hear them.
They're coming.
Yeah, they're coming.
We're getting ready to ascend back up 700 meters in 24 hours. The ascent is both the hardest part of a caving journey and the stage where most life losses occur. This phase demands not only significant physical effort, but also sustained focus and precise execution.
I hit my head here.
They ain't tired no more.
Insects started to appear.
Very near to surface.
We took our final break for snacks to regain some energy.
We have a little way to go.
During an 8-day caving expedition, the relentless effort of ascending, descending, and enduring a constant 3-degree cold burns an immense amount of calories. Most of us lost around 10 kilograms over the course of this journey. It's a significant sacrifice we make in the pursuit of new discoveries.
This is probably the longest time I've ever been in the cave.
Once everyone exits the cave, Gennady Smokin, the leader of the expedition, will evaluate the success of the 8-day mission. He has a very important announcement to share with the world. The daylight, the breeze, the fresh air, the rain, and the scent of plants restore my sense of humanity.
Finally, I see the daylight.
I feel profound gratitude for being alive.
It's water.
Now, we are about to discover the most important aspect of this documentary.
Can you officially confirm that Krubera is now the deepest cave in the world?
We deliberately didn't publish the depth data of Krubera Cave until this interview. This is a very important moment. We wanted the collaborative work we've done with you to culminate in a clear declaration that Krubera Cave is, as of today, the deepest cave in the world. The computer calculated the margin of error for us, which was around 0.1%. Today, we can confidently state that with our methodology, the depth of Krubera Cave is 2,224 meters, including the siphon and the upper entrance, which is 3 meters higher than the Arabica Massif. This means the margin of error is approximately 10 meters. This year, we also collected samples of crustaceans and sent them for analysis.
You also discovered some creatures during the exploration. Could you share more information about them? Have you completed their taxonomic classification, or is the research still ongoing?
We discovered some really interesting findings this time. What is really important is that these data that we have collected are unique. This is because almost no one has ever worked at such depths. But their exact species identification is not yet determined.
You might remember that at the end of one of our previous
One
videos,
of-
I asked for your
One of them are close to one of them are closest. That little paranoid thing. One of them it's either a seahorse or they part of the seahorse family or the shrimp family. They're a shrimp.
support for the
What they
Krubera
call it? They call them shrimp.
Thanks to your donations, the exploration of Krubera Cave became possible, allowing us to film these discoveries and share them with the world. More than 188 people.
You got it's a nice crib right here. Look at that crib. Got a table. You got some rods. I know sleeping on that boy must be fun. Rough boy.
Took part in the making of this project. Unlike other so-called documentaries on the internet, which often explain already known facts, we documented something entirely new. This project stands as a true documentary in every sense. In the future, we are planning to visit Tristan da Cunha, the most remote settlement in the world. To get there, we will travel 7 days on a cargo ship from South Africa, spend 2 weeks on the island, and return back in 7 days. The nearest settlement there there is St. Helena, which is approximately 2,430 kilometers to the north. But everything related to this project is costly. Only your Sputnik support could make this rare documentary come to life. I also want to thank NVIDIA for supporting us creating these.
That's crazy. That nigga sat here and said, I'm finna go to Africa. Not Africa. But only for fucking 702, I think 7 days. He gonna leave in 7 days, gonna be there for, oh, fucking. Gonna be there, what was I'm trying to say? But nigga. What do you think about it, like, bro? If you think about it, that's crazy though. It took 8 days and I lost 10, like 8 days. A nigga like me, imagine it took 20 days. He would have lost like 20 days. He lost like 40 pounds. You saw I did the math there. I'm a dumbass though. He took like imagine he did that shit in 10 days. That shit would be crazy though. That would be crazy though. 10 days is crazy. But hey, that's a nice video though. You know what I'm saying? Get the brain flowing. Get the creative activity in your head. Get the creative activity in your head flowing. It makes you think about the world. You know what I'm saying? Makes you think about the world. Makes you think about you question things in your life. You question like science, like this and that. But don't go down that. Don't go down that rabbit hole because you never gonna like. As soon as you go down, you going down, 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 down. That's why I don't get in stuff like that. Cause as soon as you go in, you never coming back out. Cause you never coming back out. There's no answer us about it because you're never coming back out, and there's no point trying to come out. You're done. But hey, thank y'all boys for coming through. Subscribe to the video, share the video, like and comment. Make sure you repost. Make sure you do that. Make sure you clip, and make sure you post it on TikTok, so you could get more exposure to me, and you can make money with my videos. I don't care. As long as you give me exposure, it's a good deal. But hey, appreciate y'all coming through. Have a good day. And just in case I don't see y'all boys again, good day. Just in case I don't see y'all again, good morning, good afternoon.